harvest in 1621, the Pilgrims gathered with their neighbors, the Wampanoag Native Americans, broke bread, gave thanks, and celebrated their freedom in Plymouth, observing the first Thanksgiving in the American colony. And whereas, during the American Revolution in November 1777, the Continental Congress proclaimed a day of Thanksgiving, Samuel Adams, a son of Massachusetts and a deacon of this church, wrote, "For solemn thanksgiving and praise, that with one heart and one voice, the good people may express the grateful feelings of their hearts and consecrate themselves to the service of their divine benefactor." And whereas, with the country torn by a civil war, Abraham Lincoln urged his fellow Americans to gather and give thanks during one of the most difficult times of our nation's history. Establishing Thanksgiving as a national holiday in 1864, Lincoln wrote, "To these bounties, which are so constantly enjoyed that we are prone to forget the source from which they come, others have been added, which are of so extraordinary a nature that they cannot fail to penetrate and soften even the heart which is habitually insensible to the ever-watchful providence of Almighty God." And whereas, in this season of thanks, we should take the time to remember and reach out to our neighbors in need by providing a helping hand, working in a food pantry or kitchen, donating clothing, or volunteering in our community. And whereas, today as families and friends across the Commonwealth and the country we gather together, may we be mindful of our gifts and talents, our blessings, relationships and goodwill, the peace we enjoy, the liberty we cherish, and the hope we have for a joyful year ahead. Now, therefore, I, Duval L. Patrick, Governor of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, do hereby proclaim November 22nd, 2007 to be Thanksgiving Day, and urge all the citizens of the Commonwealth to take cognizance of this event and participate fittingly in its observance. Given at the Executive Chamber in Boston this 15th day of November in the year 2007, and of the independence of the United States of America